Okay, welcome everybody. Tonight is our global biofield clearing. So I am grateful to be here. I'm thankful for you guys to be here. I know a number of people signed up, so we'll probably have people pop on as we go along. So today's August 28th, 2025. So for tonight's global biofield clearing, I'm going to just give you a little bit of an overview of biofield clearing, then we'll get into the process. So we're going to be asking the question. Now, global means we're not doing it for you all individually, we're doing it as the collective consciousness for everybody. Okay, because we are affected, of course, by our own, beliefs, thoughts, families, fears, emotions, all kinds of stuff. But we are also connected to the collective field, the collective consciousness, which does impact us. So tonight we're going to ask the question, what do we need to clear or release as we enter the age of light? We're moving into the golden age of light. So we're going to ask what needs to be cleared from the collective consciousness and see what happens. And then we'll do the clearing for all of us. All right. So I have just a short PowerPoint just to give you an overview, because I know some people here are new to biofuel clearing. Some people, are either clients or practitioners as well. So let me share my screen here. Um, okay, I'm screen sharing. This thing is right in my way of where I want to be. Share. Oh, come on. Can I move this? Yes, I can. Okay, there it is. I couldn't get to the button. Okay, from the beginning. All right, here we go. So there you are. And feel free, let me go back here. If you have questions, feel free to just pop up and ask a question. Like I'm happy to help you with that. So we're going to create some major life shifts, which happens with biofield clearing. It's just an amazing piece of work, which I am very grateful to be doing. And I had my guides really help me with this after many years of being in the holistic health field. So I'll explain a little bit here. But first of all, I want you to know that you are a divine being of light. We all are, with unconditional love, unlimited potential, rich with compassion and wisdom, and abundant beyond measure. There's an infinite universe out there that created all of us, that we contain within ourselves. So I just love the fact that there's no such thing as lack, right? There's abundance everywhere. So we're in a powerful, great shift for humanity right now. This is the most amazing time to be alive. It's also challenging and difficult as we shift. Most of the pain and suffering still felt by many is nothing but the result of resistance to the changes. We often don't like that, but the choice is yours. What are you choosing? You are more powerful than you realize. Are you ready for a change? Experience this for yourself. I'm also going to include a super bonus at the end just for everyone who does stick around, and I'll tell you about a couple of things that I have coming up, okay, which would be one of the training courses as well. So welcome to Biofield Clearing, to a global biofield clearing. So as a bonus, I'm going to offer a collective consciousness biofield clearing for all the people watching this webinar, even if you watch the replay. What do we need to collectively clear and release as a society to enter the age of light right now? Today, I'm going to give you a brief overview of biofield clearing, and you'll discover how we can easily identify and clear many old issues that cling to our DNA and usually work behind the scenes to limit our ability to create the life we truly desire in all its glory. So if you're not familiar with the fact that we're entering the age of light, this is a very big, they call it a Kali Yuga, basically, which is kind of a 26,000 year cycle. It's broken down into 13,000 years and even into quarters, like 6,500. We've just come out of, believe it or not, an age of darkness and limitation. And that's all shifting and going away. And we are finally moving into an age of light. Things are going to be great once we get there, but it sometimes can be a bumpy ride. All right. So, success on your terms. What if you could accelerate your clarity, uncover your true purpose, raise your frequency, release your limitations, and manifest anything? There's absolutely no limit to what we can truly experience. We are limitless beings. And I just love that. That's kind of my passion. It always has been to help people understand that they are limitless. So, a little bit about me for some of you that are new here. I've been working in the holistic health field for over 36 years. I'm a naturopathic doctor, iridologist, certified intuitive, master herbalist, quantum energy healer, licensed avatar master, kinesiologist. I mean, you name it, I've done all kinds of trainings over the years. Whoops. And I've always been passionate about exploring the metaphysical and consciousness abilities, expanding our awareness to unlimited realms, clearing out old beliefs, and how exactly we create our reality. This was some of my training starting from 1990 on as a licensed avatar master. Um, and teacher as well. So, with all my understanding, I created this powerful biofield clearing technique to assist others in their deep healing. What I was seeing in my practice over the years, yes, it's one thing to just say you're holistic, which is more meaning you're doing it naturally. But I felt like something was missing. We're paying more attention to the physical body and the emotional body. But what about the soul body, the spiritual body? Very important. So, to truly heal on the deepest levels, every one of us need to do our inner work for clearing out the negativity, the traumas, the judgment, the stress, the fears, limitations, blocks, inherited patterns that we bring into our DNA, and more. These things constantly bring our vibration and power down. So, with all my training, I developed this powerful new technique called Biofield Clearing. This was a number of years ago. And I've been using these charts now, and I'm very impressed with the accuracy of what gets revealed. So it's truly a great service to humanity at this time. What I'm finding is people are kind of craving this because very few things are actually addressing the spiritual health, the health of your soul. You know, every single ailment, disease, there's stuff underneath that needs to be paid attention to. So healing isn't just about taking the right medicines or vitamins or herbs or CBD or changing your diet drastically or doing constant affirmations. Yes, those things can be helpful to support the physical body, but as you know, we are so much more than just physical beings, right? This goes much deeper than you can imagine. What if you could easily and quickly identify what's behind every illness, pain, relationship challenge, financial block, self sabotage, addictions, and more? What are you truly healing in this lifetime? You know, what we see, what we know, like the tip of the iceberg, is only 10% of what we're conscious of. The other 90% is held in our subconscious and unconscious mind, which kind of runs the show, right? Our fears, doubts, beliefs, all that act like filters. So I look at it as we're like peeling away layers of an onion, going deeper and deeper to get to the core of what is the issue that we're working on. What's the issue that you're concerned about in your life? What keeps repeating? And how do we release it for good? If you're a health practitioner or energy healer or have clients that never seem to truly heal, you know that they also have underlying issues that need to be identified and cleared to be addressed. This can help your practice tremendously as well as your personal life. And I believe it's really a service to humanity. You know, as we enter this shift to the age of light, we're actually letting go of service to self, competition. We're moving into service. How can I serve with my gifts and talents? How can you serve with your gifts and talents to make this a better world, to assist our communities, to assist humanity in becoming better? So, do you know what's in your DNA? We have over 34,000 bits, building blocks in our DNA, bits of information. Every single cell in your body has the exact same DNA. Whether it's from the tip of your nose to the tip of your toes, doesn't matter. It holds the blueprint for your life, both positive and negative. And we don't always know what's in there, but we can shift it and clear it, of course. So, like I said, the tip of the iceberg, what we're conscious of, but subconscious mind, unconscious mind, ancestral patterns, past life traumas in your Akashic records, all these things can be something that's hidden from us that we're not always aware of. They can be old traumas from our earlier life, prenatally. You can actually inherit emotions that occurred prenatally. inherited emotions from your mother's side, father's side, passed down from ancestral. Your ancestral is the collective consciousness of your ancestors. Even unresolved past life issues clinging to your DNA that are going to come up in this lifetime. We can have core fears, trapped emotions, inner challenges, all forms of self-sabotage, as well as addictions, anything that keeps reappearing. It's there for a reason. It's trying to get your attention so that you can pay attention to it and heal it. Okay? We can have blocked energy in our organs, tissues, glands, our chakras, our energy field. And they are associated with every single disease and every pain. If you're not paying attention to that and you're doing whatever you're earnest to heal something, if you're not addressing the underlying issues, the traumas, the pain, then your healing won't be complete. Our thinking ego mind has its own fears, doubts, worries, judgments, limitations, and more, which muddles up our view of reality, as well as our ability to create clearly what we truly desire. So, they say with every single disease, especially things like cancer, any disease that's more like an autoimmune condition, it always starts out as a shock to the system. If things don't get healed in that particular lifetime, it gets passed down through the DNA. And then, our future generations, all of a sudden it comes up for us and we have to pay attention. Once you clear things and heal things, then it no longer has to be coming up for your future generations, even if they're already born. It can also heal from previous generations. Anyway, that's a bigger story. So here's an example. Have you ever tried to create a truly successful and abundant path in your life? Following your passion, only discover you've had underlying unconscious beliefs that you might not be good enough or deserving or respected or smart enough. I know I have, we all have beliefs. Do you know a conscious and aware being will never create a negative belief for yourself? Usually, negative beliefs are indoctrinated, they're taught to us over and over again, maybe our family, our parents, our society, our churches, our schools. You never know, but they're there. So we could have blocked chakra symptoms as well. So we look for those imbalances. Perhaps there's a block in your root chakra or your heart chakra, blocking your ability to receive love, abundance, and all of that. I know it was a challenge for me that actually was handed down from many generations of struggles in life, right? A lot of our ancestors have struggled. So no matter how passionate I was about creating the life of my dreams, which I've been doing all kinds of stuff, my true passions, I always felt like I seemed to reach a glass ceiling. I felt tethered, like I had weights holding me back. I couldn't really take off and fly as high as I wanted to go, and I was caught in a loop. And that's when I started doing all kinds of training and consciousness training, and it was fascinating to me. My life shot up like a rocket after that. Every single person on this planet has some things to release, some negative influences that limit us. Do you know that not one person comes onto this planet alone? We all have a minimum of 3 guides that we come onto this planet with. Some have more. You can develop more. So that's kind of interesting.
Has yours, Vicky Parsons has my picture.
Yeah, so Vicky, if you want to mute, that would be great. And I'm glad you're here. So there can be many layers of beliefs and fears and doubts and circumstances and traumas, even cultural traumas that can follow us around if they've not been truly healed, waiting for the miracle of release and healing. We're now in a time of rapid expansion and growth as we're being called to achieve increasingly higher states of greater awareness and sensitivity. So, how do we do it? First, we find out what's your main area of concern in your life. Is it a health issue, chronic pain, relationship challenge, financial challenge, self sabotage, insomnia, anxiety, or anything else? Everyone's completely different, and it's always something, right? So, with your permission, we take a moment to offer a simple prayer to connect with the divine, your higher self, your inner guidance system to request their loving, compassionate assistance. They know us better than we do. This can be done with anyone, anywhere in the world. And then we ask clear, specific questions. We use a number of charts to quickly and easily identify what's holding you back and how far back it goes. It can be a trauma from this lifetime, something that happened prenatally, or even an inherited influence, even ancestral and cultural patterns or traumas that got stuck in the energy field and got passed down in our DNA for us to heal. Could even be an unresolved past life issue that you still haven't completed. These are some of the charts that we use. There's a chart for trapped emotions, core fears, inner challenges, limiting beliefs. What realm does it come from? Archetypal patterns, blocked energy in the body, blocks to self-empowerment, relationship challenges, chakras and stuck energy in the chakras, addictions or dependencies, and even persistent identities. And then we have the advanced charts. There's chronic stressors, traumas to be cleared, negative programming, cutting cords, clearing dark energies, releasing and deactivating certain things. And we rebuild and strengthen, activate and reset. And we also get recommendations from your angels and guides. So once we identify something, we use the ancient Egyptian healing pendulums based on sacred geometry, very specific commands and techniques to create a powerful magnetic vortex or tornado of light. It's like a vortex that comes from above your head down to below your feet and back up again. So we clear the challenge, we neutralize it, turn it off, going deep down to when it was first created and releasing it from all time, space, and dimensions. So we can clear a number of items fairly quickly. This particular pendulum here, I use ancient Egyptian healing pendulums. They kind of blow me away. They're based on sacred geometry. This one is called a Mur-Isis pendulum. The very top ring here goes into our conscious mind, our subconscious mind. There's 3 amplifying rings and then a bowl to carry things up as we release it. So we use a few others as well. But once everything's cleared and now we have some wide open space, right? We use the healing charts to identify and infuse what positive influences, what empowering beliefs, what is needed for your inner healing, what virtues are your true gifts, and even what is needed for you to master for your infinite beingness. We use special healing pendulums infused with divine golden light to infuse that beautiful healing energy. It's very inspiring. So these are the inner healing charts. What's needed to improve my life? What do you need to rebuild and strengthen? Empowering beliefs that might be beneficial for you. Areas to explore for self-empowerment. Any virtues you're here to master, which we all have virtues. This is the deep soul issue that you're trying to heal on a deeper level. What do you need to activate and reset? What do you need to master for your infinite beingness? And then what are your keys to inner healing? There's 21 keys to inner healing. So everybody has a specific key that will help them. All right. This is another powerful tool. This one is called the golden hue. We infuse it in your energy field. I like to use this for the healing part. It brings the healing, balancing energy of divine golden light, which is the highest aspect of your true self, the highest frequency of all, the full expression and alignment with your inner soul, which fills you with rich fulfillment and true lasting healing. So this is a beautiful pendulum too. All right. Any questions before we do a healing, a clearing? If anybody does, feel free to unmute and just kind of ask. And if not, I'll just carry on. All right.
Jane, I've got a question.
Sure.
I have done a few sessions with you, as you know, and it's only been about my own personal issues. What happens in a setting like this when there are several people here and we all have our own history of life
Yeah.
experiences? How does this process affect each one
Yeah.
of us and then the collective? I believe
Okay.
it can be done, but I don't have clarity around that.
Well, tonight we're not working on everybody's individual
Yeah.
things because, like you said, we all have those. What we're going to be working on tonight is the collective consciousness that we're all connected to.
Okay.
So there's certain things influencing us from the collective consciousness that need to be released or neutralized or cleared. So we're going to ask our guides and stuff, you know, So, and this is the question, what do we need to collectively clear and release to enter the age of light right now? What's going to benefit all of us? As we do this clearing for every single one of us here, even listen to the replay, it's also going to make an impact in the field for all humanity. We're going to lighten the load, in a sense, of some denser things. So it's really not about having the best affirmations, but we're going to identify what's underneath this for everyone in the collective consciousness, see what's blocking us or what needs to shift. We'll test and clear several issues for the group and the collective consciousness of humanity. Now, I'm going to stop the share, and I'm also going to put this on speaker so you can see me as I do this, okay? So to start with, I'm going to guide you through the session, right? And first, what I like to do is have everybody just maybe close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths, breathing deep into your belly with a long, slow exhale. And as you breathe in, just scan your body, notice any tension, tightness, or stress. And as you breathe out, give your body permission to release, to relax, and to let go. And open up the energy. I'm going to ask people to not cross your legs, your arms, or your ankles so that we're not blocking energy. Okay? So just relax. Now, I'm going to start with an opening prayer. If for any reason you just want to watch this and not feel the clearing, you can just cross your arms over your heart. Very few people will want to do that, okay? All right. So when we do the clearing itself, I'm going to ask you to just close your eyes and feel into the energy. If you want to picture it, you can picture it like a vortex, like a little tornado with a column of light starting above your head to below your feet and then back up again. All right. Take a deep breath and relax. I offer myself in gratitude and service as I acknowledge and call in the great divine creator, all angels and archangels, the ascended masters, star beings, star council, all helpers and guides of the highest light and resonance only, to be present with me here today. We ask our higher selves to stay present and to assist us in being in our 5D awareness. I now invite the masters, guides, teachers, ancestors, loved ones to come forth and be present, to channel through me out of the realms of 100% pure divine light, to say whatever they wish to assist and direct this healing in every way possible. We thank you for your love, support, compassion, and assistance. Thank you so much. All right. So all right. We have a nice little team here gathering. So they guide the session. I'm using what's called a biotensor. It's like a dowsing tool. And I'm going to ask them the questions and they're going to show us what needs to be cleared. I'll get my pen here. I just covered it up. All right. So asking the question, what do we need for all of us collectively to clear or release as we enter this age of light? Do we have any trapped emotions for humanity itself that need to be released? I get an immediate yes. Okay, show us which one. I go down the charts and point, and they show me up. Here we go. Yes. Okay. Okay. We need to release a lack of control. That's very interesting, because a lot of things have been outside of our control for a very long time. So sometimes I ask what realm it comes from. Let me just ask for this and see. Okay. Okay. I think because it's a collective, it can come from many different realms. But let's just clear this emotion because does everybody get that lack of control? You know, look at the greater good, the collective consciousness. A lot of people just feel like we don't have control over anything. Everything's just kind of happening, right? We haven't had control for a long time. We've had to pay our taxes and do our bills and do everything we need, whether we liked it or not. So I'm going to do the clearing. And again, I'm going to ask you, you might want to just close your eyes and feel the energy as I do the clearing. All right. Starting above your head, take a breath. For everyone, this collective consciousness, we allow this powerful magnetic vortex of light to go deep into your energy field as we draw out, neutralize, and dissolve any and all feelings of lack of control. Let's clear it from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, and all lifetimes. Allow it to go down to the very core of when it was first created. Still going down. Okay. Now let's lift up and clear that emotion out of our energy field. Release it from your cells, organs, tissues, glands, meridians, your mental body, emotional body, your energy body, as well as your DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions as it no longer serves your highest good. Just allow it to clear easily and completely. And for this, we are grateful. Thank you so much. All right, that's complete. Take a breath and let it go. Good. Good. Okay, once again, asking the collective consciousness, all of our guides, angels, ancestors, what do we need to clear or release for us to enter this beautiful age of light? Any other stuck emotions that need to be cleared from the collective? No. Any core fears? Yes. Okay, show us what it is. They guide the process. And I go through the list. Okay, what's coming up here is a fear of losing freedom. Does that make sense to you guys? Can you relate to that? The interesting thing is we're going to gain more freedom, but we do have that fear, right? So I'm not going to necessarily see where it came from because it could be from different for each of us. But let's clear it. Feel what it feels like to feel the fear of losing freedom. All right? Take a breath, feel into the energy. For the entire collective consciousness of humanity, we allow this powerful magnetic vortex of light to go deep into your energy field as we draw out, neutralize, and dissolve any and all fear of losing our freedoms. Clear it from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, and all lifetimes. Allow it to go down to the core of when it was first created. Still going down. Okay. Now let's lift up and clear this emotion out of your energy field. Release it from our cells, organs, tissues, glands, meridians, our mental body, emotional body, our energy body, as well as our DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions as it no longer serves us. Allow it to release easily and completely. And for this, we are grateful. Thank you so much. All right, that's cleared. I locked it in. Take a breath. Let it all go. All right, let's go deeper. Let's ask our team, our guides, our angels, our ancestors, related to what we need to clear collectively as humanity, what we need to release as we enter the age of light. Any other trapped emotions? No. Core fears? No. Inner challenges? No. Any limiting beliefs is an immediate yes. Okay, show us what it is. Here we go. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting one. There are no solutions. Perhaps we could say there are no solutions we all agree upon, right? How do we solve this? How do we make changes? It could be something very similar to that. There are no solutions. What if we had the belief there's always a solution? Always. But we're feeling like, what's the solution here? There are no solutions. We don't know what they are, perhaps. Can you guys sense that? Can you feel what that might feel like to hold that belief? All right, feel that belief. Just feel what it feels like. There are no solutions. We have to feel it instead of resist it in order to let it go. So take a breath, feel into the energy as we clear this out. We now create another powerful magnetic vortex of light for all of humanity, for the collective consciousness, to go into our energy field as we draw out, neutralize, and dissolve any and all beliefs, ideas, feelings, or thoughts that there are no solutions. Let's clear it right now from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, and all lifetimes. Allow it to go down to the very core of when it was first created. Okay. Now let's lift up and clear that emotion from our energy fields, from the collective consciousness, from all of our cells, organs, tissues, glands, meridians, our mental body, our emotional body, our energy body, as well as our DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions as it no longer serves us. Allow it to release easily and completely. And for this, we are grateful. Thank you so much. When it's complete, I just kind of lock it in. All right. Can you feel that? Take a breath and let it be. All right. What if we had the belief there's always a solution? Always. That's a good belief to have. So again, let's ask our guides, our angels, our ancestors, our higher selves, for all of humanity, for the collective consciousness, what do we need to clear or release for us to enter the age of light? Anything else here? No. Anything else here? Any blocked energy in the body? That might be specific for each person. Relationship challenges. Blocks to self-empowerment? Yes. Okay. Show us what's coming up here. They guide the session. Okay, what's coming up here that blocks our self-empowerment is fear um, of safety and security. So, just jotting that down. I mean, look at all the stuff that's happening in the world. It's scary, right? I mean, it's like things are accelerating too. So let's release that blocked energy that is actually keeping us disempowered. All right. So we'll get into some deeper charts in just a minute as well. So feel that, fear of our own safety, safety of our loved ones, security. Are we going to be taken care of? Right? Are we going to have everything we need? Are we going to have the food we need, the money we need, the social security, the health care, everything? Take a breath, feel into the energy and let it go. For the collective consciousness of all humanity, we allow this powerful magnetic vortex of light to go deep into your energy field as we draw out, neutralize, and dissolve any and all fear for our safety or our security collectively. Let's pull it out and clear it from every memory, every event, all time, all patterns, all circumstances, all lifetimes, and all ancestors, going down to the very core of when it was first created. Okay. Now we lift up and clear that emotion from our energy field, our cells, organs, tissues, glands, meridians, our mental body, emotional body, the collective body, as well as our DNA. Neutralize and turn off the frequency, the pattern, and the energy from all time, all space, and all dimensions as it no longer serves you. Allow it to release easily and completely. And for this, we are truly grateful. Take a breath and let it go. Thank you so much. All right. Let's ask our angels, guides, our higher self, our ancestors, for the collective consciousness of all to go deeper down to the core here. Now, what do we need to clear or release for us to enter the age of light? Anything else here? Anything else here? No. Any stuck energy in the chakras? No. Okay. Any addictions or dependencies? I get a yes. Okay. Show us what it is. Okay. Okay, so this is interesting. Self-loathing or self-abuse. Now, think about this. I'm just jotting that down. Now, what would that look like? Like, oh, you know, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm not as healthy as I should be. Maybe I'm not as appealing as I should be. Self-abuse would be, I don't really take good care of myself. Maybe I'm not eating the best foods. Maybe we turn to, wine or beer or, cigarettes or drugs or something to make us feel better. Maybe we turn to things even like, video games, anything to distract us from feeling what we're feeling. We have a tendency to do that in our society, or we eat too much sugar, or we eat too much junk food or alcohol. We're trying to feel better. But that's not the best way to take care of ourselves. But as a collective consciousness, we need to clear that. Do you get what I mean? Where this is coming from? That's a good one. So I'm going to do a deeper clearing. All right. So take a breath, close your eyes, and feel into the energy. This is a more powerful release. Instead of a single vortex, I'm doing a toroidal field. Take a breath. As we now create this powerful multidimensional energy vortex for all of the collective consciousness, all of humanity, to go into your energy field, into all time, all space, all dimensions, all layers, and all lifetimes, releasing, deactivating, dissolving any and all self-loathing. Release, deactivate, and dissolve any self-abuse. Release, deactivate, and dissolve anything where you're not taking care of yourself in the highest vibration, the highest love possible. Release it right now, going back into the light. Being released for the highest good of all, we allow this to be cleared and deactivated right now, easily, safely, gently, and completely. And allow the process to continue for all of humanity, for everyone, until it's absolutely clear. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Take a breath. Let that be. Here's the breath. Right. Okay. Let's get papers back. Okay. Let's ask our team, our guides, our angels, our ancestors, related to what we need to clear or release for all of us to enter the age of light, for our collective consciousness. Any chronic stress that needs to be cleared from everybody, not necessarily. Okay. Any traumas that need to clear, I do get a yes. It's a big yes. Let's see what they want to show us here. I'm getting a yes here. Here. Is it here? Is it here? Okay. Okay. Sometimes I go too fast. So what they're asking us as far as a trauma is any victims of abuse, and it can be physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, sexual, any kind of abuse whatsoever. Many of us have experienced that. Many of our ancestors have experienced that. In fact, collectively, in a way, you could say we've all been abused by our society, by our governments, maybe by our religions, by our education systems. It's just, so think about that. Any form of abuse that you might feel, we're just going to clear it. All right. This is a different clearing process as well, because chronic stress or chronic traumas get embedded in our nervous system. So we're going to clear it from head to toe. Take a breath. I'm going to use a different pendulum, actually. This one is called a Super Isis 16. It has 16 amplifying rings, and I love this. It reminds me of a spine. Take a breath, feel into the energy. As we create this magnetic vortex of light to dissolve, neutralize, and transmute any fear of being a victim of abuse, physical, emotional, mental, sexual, spiritual. Let's release it from our entire nervous system, including our brain, spinal cord, our adrenal glands. Release all emotions, fears, chronic irritations, or negative energy. Include all stressors, all blocks, all trapped energy or traumas. Just allow it to clear. Release and flush out this entire area easily, gently, and completely, knowing it no longer serves you. Allow it to release fully right now. Take a breath and let it go. Now we're going to put some healing energy back in. As we see an increase in the flow of energy into our entire nervous system, including our brain, spinal cord, our adrenal glands, our nerve endings, as we build, strengthen, soothe, and energize these areas, increasing the flow and function back to a healthy state once again, to transform any stuck energy, to release, awaken, and energize, empowering your entire system to its fullest state of potential for your highest good. We thank you for this release and this healing. Thank you so much. Okay. Look at how many people have stress and anxiety. That'll tell you. Yeah. All right. Asking our angels, our guides, our ancestors, our higher selves, related to the collective consciousness, what we need to clear and release for us to enter the age of light. Anything else on previous charts? No. Any archetypal patterns? Persistent identities? No. Any negative programming is a yes. Let's see what shows up here. Okay. We're going to point to it. Okay, is this correct? Yes. I'm just checking a few other things too. Okay. So, there's a few other things here. So what's coming up is slavery and persecution programs. And if you think about it, many people, many cultures have been basically kept as slaves for a long time. You know, it's not just the African Americans. Our original slaves were Irish. We could also be considered slaves to a financial system that's been taking from us and draining us for a very long time. We could also be considered slaves to the society, basically, our governments, and even persecution programs. Look at how many times over hundreds of years people were persecuted if they said certain beliefs and things that went against what you were being told, you know, such as, you know, healers were like witches. They had to be burned at the stake or drowned, you know, like there's many things that people have been persecuted for. It's negative programming. So persecution and slavery is what we're going to release. And again, this is a more powerful healing. Go back to using this particular pendulum. If you feel what that feels like, take a breath, feel into the energy. Okay. We now create a powerful multidimensional energy vortex for the greater good of all humanity. To go into your energy field, into all time, all space, all dimensions, all layers, and all lifetimes, releasing, deactivating, and dissolving all slavery programs. Release, deactivate, and dissolve all persecution programs. Release them right now, going back into the light, being released for the highest good of all. We allow them to be cleared and deactivated right now, easily, safely, gently, and completely. And allow this process to continue for all humanity until it's absolutely complete and clear. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Okay. That's complete. Take a breath and let it be. All right, let's see what else. If there's anything else I want to ask our teams, go down to the core for asking our guides, our angels, our ancestors, our higher selves, for all humanity, what do we need to clear and release for us to enter this age of light? Anything else that's negative programming? Nope. Any cords that need to be cut? Yes. Okay. 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 So what they're saying is to release any toxic and psychic cords. I actually got two things here. And all triggers of negativity. All right. Does that make sense to you guys? How many things trigger us to be negative, right? We have been a society that has been trained and programmed to put an opinion and a judgment on everyone and everything. It separates us. We have to recognize we're all connected. All right, so this is a different clearing as well. I'm going to use this particular pendulum. This is called a teleradiesthetic pendulum, if you can see that. It's excellent, especially long distance and far and wide. Take a breath and feel into the energy. As we now create a powerful multidimensional energy vortex for all humanity, all beings, to go into your energy field, into all time, all space, all dimensions, all layers, and all lifetimes, releasing, cutting, and clearing all cords and all toxic energy. May all toxic and psychic cords be released. May all triggers of negativity be released and cleared. May they all come forth and be cleared and neutralized by the light. Release them right now for your highest good as we allow them to clear completely, going back into the light. Allow all energies related to this to be cleared and released right now, easily, safely, gently, and completely. And allow this process to continue for all humanity until it's absolutely complete. And we are truly grateful for this. Thank you so much. All right, take a breath. Let it go, let it be. All right. One last chart here before we get into the healing charts. Anything we need to release and deactivate for all humanity for us to enter the age of light. I do get a yes here. Let me see. Okay. Okay, good. First thing they want us to do is release all entities and dark forces. We can have many, but I'm not going to go into explaining that right now. We're going to trust the process. So release and deactivate. Here we go. Let's use this pendulum again. Feel into the energy. We're going to release all entities and dark forces. All right. Then we're going to go into the healing charts. Take a breath, feel into the energy. As we now create a powerful multidimensional energy vortex of light to go into your energy field, into all time, all space, all dimensions, all layers, and all lifetimes, releasing, deactivating, and dissolving all entities. Release, deactivate, and dissolve all dark forces. Release, deactivate, and dissolve any dark pressure, including any and all energies related to it. May they release right now, going back into the light. Being released for the highest good of all, we allow them to be cleared and deactivated right now, easily, safely, gently, and completely. And allow the process to continue for all humanity until it's absolutely complete and clear. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Take a breath and let it be. All right. Now, we cleared quite a few things. Just take a breath and let yourself relax. Now we're going to ask, we have some wide open space for the collective consciousness, right? So I'm going to ask, what do we need for all humanity to heal so we can enter the age of light? Is there anything we need to rebuild and strengthen in our body? I get a yes. Okay, show us what it is. Column 1 says yes. Okay, rebuild and strengthen the emotional centers in our brain. Emotional centers. Okay. In our brain. Okay, got it. All right. So this is a healing energy. Actually, where's that particular? We have several different commands that we do. Where's oh, here it is, right in front of me. Okay. I'm going to use a different pendulum for this one. This one is called an Osiris. It goes into the emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical bodies. This is a positive healing energy. So feel into the energy. We now use this powerful multidimensional energy field for all humanity to rebuild and strengthen the emotional centers in our brain. Rebuild, strengthen, and balance the emotional centers in our brain. Relax our emotional centers, restoring you now with perfect, healthy cells, renewed energy and vitality, bringing everything back into balance, knowing your magnificent body has complete memory and divine programming for this healthy, restored state. It knows exactly what to do. We increase and improve everything associated with this function right here and now. And we are truly grateful for this capability. Thank you so much. Okay. Locked it in. Take a breath and let it be. All right. And let's ask, what do we need for all humanity to activate and reset so we can enter the age of light? I get a big yes on this chart. Okay. Okay. Is it in this column here? Is it in this column? Yes. Okay. Activate and reset. Oh, okay. Activate and reset dormant DNA strands. Do you know, and many of you may, oh, my pen's running out of ink, um, that, as they say, we used to have 12 strands of DNA. They actually turned many off to only 2 strands because we were easier to control, believe it or not. We didn't have such high capabilities. So we're going to activate and reset our dormant DNA strands. I'm going to use this particular pendulum. It's called the Renova. I like this one. And activate and reset. Here we go. Take a breath, feel into the energy. It's a positive healing energy. Once again, we use this powerful multidimensional energy field for all humanity to activate and reset your dormant DNA strands. We're activating, resetting, and strengthening our innate ability to utilize these functions in our DNA effortlessly and easily, knowing it's our divine right and the highest aspect of our true self, in alignment with our inner soul. And may this process continue for all humanity to expand easily and comfortably for you, bringing great fulfillment and new capabilities. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Okay, take a breath and let it be. I want to take a moment to connect with the collective consciousness and our higher selves and our angels and guides. Yes, see if anything they want to share with us. Yes, we are very pleased, basically, they're saying that you're doing this work right now. And for all of you who are coming to the table to say, yes, we want to participate in a positive, healthy way in this shift. So let's ask, anything needed to improve our lives? No. Any empowering beliefs that would be highly beneficial? I get a big yes. Okay. Okay. This is beautiful. The empowering belief is, oh, my pen's not working. I respect myself and all others. That's nice. So feel what that feels like. And it's respecting ourselves, knowing that we are incredible, unlimited, beautiful, divine beings created from this infinite divine source. And so is everyone else. Look at everyone as not just a physical body with limitations and challenges, but as a beautiful divine soul on the inside. Every single one of us is here for a reason. We have a purpose. We're created from that, divine source of all that is. It's unlimited potential. So feel what that feels like. I respect myself and all others. Okay. Now I'm just going to go on to any areas to explore for self-empowerment. No. Virtues, we're here to master. Big yes. Okay. Let's see. As a collective. Okay. What's coming up here is very interesting. What we are all here to master in this lifetime is self-love. To love ourselves for the beautiful beings that we are, the divine beings that we are, and respecting and honoring all others as well, right? So feel into that energy. Before I do, actually, no, I'm going to do a healing spin with this one too, to infuse this into your energy field. This is beautiful, positive, loving, healing energy of divine golden light using my golden hue pendulum. Take a breath. It's a positive, healing energy. As we now infuse your energy field for the collective consciousness, the greater good of all humanity, with this beautiful, loving, healing energy of divine golden light, pouring down into your energy field, pouring down into your heart, mind, and soul, bringing in the energy of self-love, bringing in the energy of self-respect, bringing in the energy of honoring and respecting all others as well. Knowing that this is the highest aspect of your true self, the full expression and alignment with your inner soul, as it releases anything that no longer serves you, but fills you now with rich fulfillment, true and lasting healing, and inner joy into your life in every way, every day. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. Okay, we locked it in. Almost done. Hang on. Now, what do we need to master for our infinite beingness, for all of humanity? That should be interesting. Okay. This comes up quite a bit, and this is connecting with our divine source. So, I mean, think about how much we don't do that necessarily. We don't recognize each other as divine beings, and we don't recognize the fact of who we truly are. We are created from this infinite divine source of all that is, right? In every cell of our being, we contain that energy, that potential, the infinite potential. There's no limits. We have absolutely no limits except for the ones we think we have, our fears, doubts, and beliefs and judgments. So feel into connecting with your divine source. Before I infuse that, I'm going to ask, what are our keys to inner healing for all of humanity? And let's see, get a big yes here, and then we'll do one final infusion. Okay. Okay, this is good. What's coming up here is forgiveness and self-forgiveness, which is probably even more important, right? Right. This is our key to inner healing. Now, there's 21 inner healing keys. Um, so this is number 7, and these are basically little spiritual practices that are recommended by our guides. So, forgiveness. So this is, have you ever heard of the Ho'opono prayer? It's an ancient Hawaiian prayer. Basically, it's excellent to do, and you can suggest that you repeat this prayer um, as often as possible, either focusing on yourself or focusing on the other person. Repeat these phrases over and over again. There's 4 simple things. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Self-forgiveness is probably one of the most important things that we have to do. You know? Yes. Forgive us. We didn't always know the best thing to do. We are learning, evolving, expanding, and growing throughout our entire life. You know, when you were in your 20s or your 30s, you might have been very different than in your 40s or 50s or 60s and 70s, right? You know, we've gained wisdom, we've gained insight, we've gained experiences. So remember, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. You can do that as often as you want. All right. Um, what I'm going to do now is just do one final healing spin, and then I'm going to just wrap it up with a couple of things here. Okay. Can you guys feel into the energy? This is a beautiful, positive, healing energy of divine golden light. We now infuse your energy field for all of humanity, for the collective consciousness of the greater good, with this beautiful, loving, healing energy of divine golden light, pouring down into your energy field, pouring down into your heart, mind, and soul, bringing in the energy of connecting with your divine source, bringing in the energy of forgiving yourself and forgiving all others as you respect yourself and all others as divine beings of light, knowing that this is the highest aspect of your true self, the full expression and alignment with your inner soul as it releases anything that no longer serves you, but fills you now with rich fulfillment, true and lasting healing and inner joy into your life in every way, every day. And for this, we are truly grateful. Thank you so much. All right, take a breath. Let it go. There's one other chart I want to ask. And this is any recommendations for more angels and guides? I get a yes. What do they want to share with us? Connect more with your angels and your guides. Like I said, everybody has a minimum of 3, and we can gather more as well. So really think about, you know, we are being supported in so many different ways, but we have to ask because we have free will. They can't just do stuff for us unless we request it. So connect more with them, you know, ask them to kind of show themselves or, you know, let you kind of feel their energy, you know, ask them for support, some help. When you make decisions about something, they say, oh, great, Jane decided this, so now we're going to put everything in place for you to have that. You know, so be aware, connect more with your inner self, your angels, and your guides. including your heart center. Now, I'm going to do the closing prayer, and I'll just tell you how to kind of integrate this a little bit, and then we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to give you a special offer. So we give much gratitude as we gently balance and renew these energies for the greater good of all humanity, increasing our vibration and frequency, increasing the amount of love, light, and wisdom being brought forth for all of us today. We're grateful to our inner soul and your highest self. And we're grateful to all the beings of light, including all guides, angels, ascended masters, ancestors, star beings, and star council. We thank you for your love, support, compassion, and wisdom. We honor your presence. Thank you so much. And may you be divinely blessed. And so it is. Thank you. All right. I'm going to put this on. I want to be able to see everybody as well, of course. All right. So good. So I want to ask you guys, did anybody feel anything there? Did you experience anything? Feel free to just share if you did, or maybe you didn't. All right. Hi, Harriet. Yeah. Did anybody experience or feel anything in particular? Hmm? You may not, or you may not want to say so. Yeah. So this particular clearing goes out to all humanity, the collective consciousness. So, and I always ask people as we integrate this, it's like you just stepped up another frequency, another notch. So drink plenty of water, take really good care of yourself for the next few days. You want to eat good, wholesome food. Try to avoid junk, sugar, and alcohol because that just brings your vibration back down. Maybe spend some time in nature, spend some quiet time, maybe meditating. Do things that really support you. You might need to get more sleep. You might need to integrate a little bit, but just relax and enjoy your beautiful self that you are. Okay. Now,
Jane, I've got a question for you. As
sure.
you've been doing, and yes, those are the answers to your questions. I feel anything, yes. So, in places where where there's tremendous violence going on right now in the world, when we do a clearing like this, and in the past, what have you seen when there have been places in the world where there's a lot of violence and chaos? Do
Mhm.
things settle gradually? Do things get worse at first? Uh, I'm just curious what might unfold or
Yeah.
is.
So if you think about all the things that we cleared, right? And there was quite a few, actually. I was surprised we cleared so many things. We're just taking these out of the collective consciousness for all humanity, especially clearing, um, releasing entities, dark forces, any triggers of negativity, toxic and psychic cords, slavery persecution programs, people feeling like they're victims, self-loathing, all that stuff, fear of safety and security. As we clear some of those things, it lightens up for all of us. And you've probably heard stories about when there's a big group meditation on the planet, how all of a sudden crime and violence goes way down. It affects the whole. It's like that butterfly effect. It's like the Mandela effect. It's like everything affects everything and everyone else. So it's hard for me to tell you exactly what's going to happen because I don't really know. But at the same time, I can feel pretty certain that we create a little bit of a dent to lighten things up for all humanity, you know? And we might consider doing this as our own personal prayer every day to just really, and I do this every single day too. I bless humanity. I bless our family, our friends, the animals, the earth, all humanity. May they be in peace. May they heal. May they be prosperous. May they grow and evolve. So whatever you want to contribute, it contributes to all, right? So it's just always a good thing to put out there. The more we do that, the more we're contributing to the greater good. We're adding positive. And one of the things I would just share right now, there's a lot of fear going on. Try not to go into the fear. The fear is what feeds the negative and the dark energy and the corruption and all that stuff. Just know it's being cleared out completely. We actually, our contract with the dark side, believe it or not, has been cleared a couple of years ago. It's been totally done. And now we're just clearing up a lot of the dark forces or minions that are doing stuff. And it's like humanity can take a breath pretty soon, and we're going to move into this age of light. We're moving into it now, in a sense. It's going to kind of accelerate a little bit, and it's going to take maybe a year or two to really clean up a lot of stuff that has influenced us for a long time. But make no mistake that it's happening. Anchor yourself. So the best thing you can do right now is ground yourself, connect with Mother Earth, give her gratitude for all the resources and abundance and food and water and everything she provides for us. Fill your heart center, connect with your heart center, and then open your crown chakra and connect with your infinite divine source, creative source of all life. And just, bring that energy in. It's almost like a stream of light coming in and down into the earth. And it's almost like we're acupuncture points of light going into the earth. And there's so many people doing this right now, which creates a web of light all around the planet. So the more we do that, the more we're contributing to the greater good and easing the process, making it easier for all. So that's a great question, Rosine. Thank you. All right. I think I'm going to share. I just have 2 slides I want to just share with you. So let me go down to the bottom here. So all the way down, come on. Okay, did that not show up? Okay, come on. I might give up. Okay, so I just wanted to see if anybody felt that. I'm going to stop this because that's not working so well. Okay, did you feel the energy? Can you just feel a little bit of release? The vibration. I mean, we went into all time, all space, all dimensions, all layers, all lifetimes, all ancestors to clear some of these things. It makes a difference. We use commands. As you can see, I was using a variety of different commands with the sacred geometry vortexes. So what I want to share with you, 2 things. One is, if you haven't experienced this before and would like to, some of you are new here, you can go to my website at ultimatehealing.com. And if you want to book a Biofield Clearing session, I have a discount code for first-time users only, which is Biofield with a capital B, Biofield 30 off, like all one word. Biofield 30 off. Now that's for your first time because I want people to experience. I know this is fairly new. All right, so you're welcome to do that. Also, I am starting a new course, practitioner certification course, the end of September. So it's an 8-week training. I know Harriet she just got certified as a practitioner. So congratulations. Nance is also a certified practitioner, and there's many others, or even several in many countries. But it's an 8-week training by Zoom. It's 2 hours a week. And you can not everybody wants to be a practitioner. You can do it for your own personal use for your family, or you can get certified where you can do it with other people as well. Okay. The training program, I actually have a super early bird special, which ends August 31st, which is this Sunday. So if anybody wants to join, you're welcome to. The super early bird, you can go to biofieldclearing.com and click on course info. And you can see there's a lot of information there as well. If you want to register or if you have questions, you can call me. And I'll give you my phone number it's very easy to remember. It's 828, which is the Asheville area code, 828-777-JANE. So 777 Jane is 5263. Or you can always email me at info@ultimatehealing.com if you have questions, and I'm happy to talk to you about it. So those are a couple of things coming up. So does anybody have anything they'd like to say or share about this process or how you felt tonight, or any questions? And then we'll
I've
let
got
you
one
go.
question. It's
Okay.
the first time I've ever seen, Jane, you do I guess it's the dowser, and I was trying to learn where's the yes signal and where's the no. And I think I figured out that when you said yes and when you said no, it had to do with the direction of it. Is it ever fuzzy? Is it always like clear, the yes and the no?
So the very first class for Biofield Clearing, I teach you how to master a pendulum or a biotensor. And then we go over all the different types of healing pendulums. So yes is always clockwise. No is always counterclockwise. And sometimes we have to recalibrate. We have to calibrate our pendulum or our dowsing tools to do that. If it's ever fuzzy, like let's say it just goes up and down and it's not really giving me a yes or a no, then I usually say, change the question. You're not asking it clearly, or maybe not the correct question. All right. So there's much more to dowsing. There's so much you can do with dowsing. And I teach you how you can dowse for your health answers, your organs, your glands, what vitamins, what nutrients you need, how to clear anything. So that's part of the training program as well. Yeah. But hopefully that helps.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I like the biotensor. It just bounces up and down because it's very, you just hold it and I just relax my arm on the desk and I give it a little bit of movement and I just watch which way it goes. Even when I'm talking to people, I can see it'll either say, oh, yes, or it'll say, no, that's not quite right. So it's very interesting. Yeah. And when you start doing this and you're doing it quite frequently, your guides know whenever I pick this up, they're like, okay, my team is here. I've been doing it for, decades at this point, but, they get to know you and you get to know them. Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else have anything they want to share, say, or ask before we wrap this up? All right. Well, I'm grateful that you guys were here. I'm very thankful. I am going to put the recording on my YouTube channel, which is Jane Smolnik. So if you feel like sharing it with anyone or watching it again or whatever, feel free to do that. All right. And I will send it out to all my practitioners because I've had a number of people, I had a number of people that signed up that weren't here necessarily. So, and many of my practitioners wanted to see it or hear it. All right. So thank you all for being here, taking the time. Thank you very much, Diane. I appreciate you as well. I'm glad that you were here to see this and watch this. So everybody have a wonderful weekend. Be safe, be happy, be healthy, and take good care of yourself and each other and respect ourselves and all others as the beautiful divine beings that we are. That's the best thing we can do in life. All right? All
Thank you.
right. You're welcome. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Take good care. Bye-bye.